Hi, welcome back. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2023. I am really excited for this new beginning. Thank you for joining me. If you're new here, hi. I'm Liv. I am a Colorado makeup artist and I love everything related to makeup and beauty. My job is to make you feel as beautiful on the outside as you are on the inside. I love discussing makeup, trying new products, and sharing all of the tips and tricks that I've learned throughout my own journey. And today I thought it would be fun because it is the new year if we just did a casual get ready with me and discuss all of the New Year's resolutions that I have thought of. I'd like to review a little bit of my 2022 resolutions, see how well I did, and tell you all my 2023 ones. So it's just going to be a casual, chatty get ready with me, and if you're interested, let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, I hope everybody had a really good New Year's Eve and into New Year's Day. I hope you guys got to celebrate and just have a good time with friends or family, or if your celebration is going to bed early, I hope you enjoyed that too. My husband and I decided to stay in this year. I happened to be on call, not that anybody was flying, but we ended up just watching movies. And I set my alarm for midnight. That way when midnight came, I could say Happy New Year, kiss my husband, and then I went to bed. But it was very low key. We got to make some popcorn. We made some pup cups for our puppies. We have 3 dogs, and we're not a fan of fireworks. Our dogs just really don't get along with the fireworks. The loud noises scare them, so they end up barking, and it's a whole ordeal. So we're not a firework family. There weren't a whole lot, which was nice because our dogs definitely don't do well with loud noises. 4th of July is a nightmare, that's for sure. So I just used my Milk Eclipse blurring primer to prime my face. And if I forget to mention any sort of product that I'm using, check the description below. I list everything that I use down there. I'm going to use my Makeup Forever HD foundation. I actually just replaced it, so like it's a brand new bottle. So clean. Now I'm going to ruin it. So last year I had not started my actual business, but I did have a YouTube channel, and my goal was to reach 1,000 subscribers. And then the springtime came and I decided that it was probably best for me to take spring, summer off because I was planning my own wedding and it was a lot. So I did take last summer off, and unfortunately I did not reach that 1,000 subscriber goal, and I'm okay with it. I'm really okay with it. But I am really happy that I did get to actually launch my business in November, but I am going to keep the same subscriber goal for YouTube. So with starting my business, I have actually created I've created my YouTube channel, but I've also created a TikTok and an Instagram. So I have different subscriber goals for each platform. Well, actually TikTok and Instagram are going to be the same number, but I've got goals for each one. So my YouTube goal for subscribers is going to stay at 1,000. I know that may seem like a reach. Currently we're at 122, which I'm really, really thankful for because the past month my subscriber count is really doing well. Like I've gained new subscribers pretty consistently every day, whereas last year I stayed at right around like between 95 and 100 for most of the year. And I know if you're coming from other larger pages, like girl, 122 subscribers doesn't seem like much. I know it's not, but it makes me really proud that basically I was stuck at about 98, I think is where I was stuck the longest. And then this past month I have shot up to 122. Like, I feel like I'm doing something right and I'm really proud of that. So I want to keep the momentum, and if we could reach 1,000 by 2024, I would be so happy. So that one might be a little bit of a stretch, but I'm going to keep it because I'm reaching for goals this year. For Instagram, I'm making sure all my numbers are correct. I've got it all here. For Instagram, I currently have 70 subscribers. And for TikTok, I currently have 72, which is why my goal for these two are the same number, is because they're like really close to each other. So for these two platforms, my goal is to reach 500, which I think is half of YouTube, my YouTube goal, and I think that's going to be a really good baseline for me. And I also feel like 500, in my mind, it just seems a little bit more realistic than 1,000. Like, I didn't want to reach for 1,000 on Instagram and TikTok because I felt like 500 was really realistic. Like, it was achievable and maybe like the tiniest bit of a stretch, but like this one's doable. Whereas YouTube, I really want to reach for the stars because I have really fun and big ideas for YouTube. So I'm gonna reach for it. But those are kind of my platform goals, and I'm really excited to see what this year brings. If you are also a creator, a content creator, I would love to know what your platform goals are. And if you're in the same area that I'm in by subscriber counts, reach out to me, because if we need to work together to figure out a good strategy on how to reach our goals, I would be happy to be a part of that. Next on my goal list is events, and currently I'm actually doing pretty good. I've got my first makeup trial coming up this week, and I'm super excited for a wedding. So I count that as one event. And then I also have they're like mini boudoir sessions, but we've got 4 sessions in one afternoon, so it'll be quick. I'm counting that as like a second event, and I'm really excited for that one because that one is for a good cause to help a women's birthing center. I'm not exactly sure how a boudoir session does help them, but it is for charity. Like, I'm not making any money off of this event, but the goal that I want to reach is to at least try to have 2 events per month, whether that's a trial and a boudoir session, or a wedding and an engagement session, or something. Just at least 2 somethings every month, because I am just starting. I'm not expecting wedding after wedding after wedding. Like, I don't expect that. But I am going to keep my goals on the stretchier side because I want to be at that point at some time. Like, maybe in next year or maybe 2025, I could have wedding after wedding after wedding, weekend after weekend after weekend. Like, that would be amazing. But for my first year, I'm not thinking that's doable. So if I could just have 2 events per month, I think I would be really happy with that. I think that's an achievable and attainable goal. And currently for January, I've reached that. So I'm really excited. And then February, I do have a wedding booked for February. So I'm really excited. So I'm halfway there for February already. And then of course, because I am a new business, I do have a financial goal. And basically, it's just to break even. I feel like I am not naive enough to think, hey, every month you're gonna make money. Like, I am aware, especially if my goal is to have 2 events per month, I'm aware making a profit every month probably isn't going to be the case. Like, maybe in, like, who knows, maybe June I just like soar and get 6 events, and then I could have a very profitable month. But at the end of the year, if everything works out, I would just like to break even, and I'm really happy with that goal, because if I can reach that goal, then 2024 is just going to be pushing it. So yeah, that's my financial goal. And if you think I'm crazy and think I need to push myself more, please feel free to let me know. I am new to being a business owner, and if you think like, girl, you're not reaching for the stars, you need to keep going, please let me know. I would love any feedback that is encouraging for a small business owner. Okay, so now that the hard stuff is out of the way, I feel like the business side of things always seem to take a little bit more of a toll on me than personal. So I've got a pretty good list here of personal. But first, let's talk about 2022. What were my personal goals for 2022? Some of them you're going to laugh because they're like, really? That was a year-long goal? And some of them are going to be like, fair. But basically, I had drink more water, eat healthier, exercise more, lose weight, launch my business, read 1 book every month, change my relationship with money, and get a new windshield for my truck. And I am happy to say I I'm gonna say 5.5 out of 8 goals. I'm gonna say 5.5 because my water situation fluctuates. Like, I actually drank a lot of water and was doing really good with that goal the first half of the year. And then the second half of the year, I spent more time at our ranch home because that's where we got married in August. So we spent a lot of time there. And the water has a lot of minerals in it, so it's just not good to drink. Like, you can drink it, it just doesn't taste very good. So it's hard when you have to buy bottled water and then to drink, what, a gallon, half a gallon to a gallon every single day. That's just a little difficult. So since like August, my water drinking habits have kind of decreased. But before that, being in our city home, I was doing really well. So I'm going to count that as half. Eating healthier, I have definitely found some really good healthy recipe books and recipes on Pinterest. So I am counting that one. We definitely do eat a little bit better, definitely more veggies. I did get to launch my business, so I am counting that one because obviously I wouldn't be here today if I didn't actually get to launch it. I did achieve reading 1 book every month. The latter half of the year, actually, I figured out what genre of books I really like to read. So the last like 4 months, I actually achieved the 1 book a month a lot more. December, I actually read 12 books. So I'm really happy to say I did reach that goal. I think the whole year I read about 40 books. I did change my relationship with money. The beginning of 2022, I was having a little bit of financial issues, and between me and my husband, we worked out a system, and I do feel a lot more comfortable with money and checking my bank account and knowing what needs to go where every paycheck. So I feel like I did achieve that one. I'm really happy with my financials right now. And then last but not least, I did get a new windshield. I ended up getting the windshield for the wedding because I thought my truck was going to be a part of it, and then it ended up being the getaway vehicle. It wasn't actually part of the wedding, but we used it for the day after. I'm so happy to say that it's January and it has not been cracked yet. No rocks have cracked my new windshield. I'm going with the good vibes there because I waited to replace my windshield for a very, very long time. Like, I had 1 crack all the way across the bottom and I had 1 crack all the way across the top, and thankfully none of the cracks were within my line of vision. But it took me probably 3 years to replace my windshield. I did achieve that one and I'm really happy with it. But on to my 2023 goals. Some of them are pretty similar. So like, my first goal is to continue to read. So instead of 1 book a month, I've got 2 books a month. But I was a little bit more specific. So while reading, I would like to do one more like in the self-help category with like bettering myself and my habits, or maybe it's reading a financial book or something to like educational growth type thing, and then 1 book being the romance genre that I really enjoy. So that way I'm still getting pleasure out of it, but I'm also learning through half of it. Another goal that I have is to put a little bit more effort into myself. And by this, I mean, like, I am a very casual, comfy type of person. I hate to out myself on the internet, but I don't really wear shoes because I work from home, so I wear slippers a lot. And then when I do have to travel, I have to wear normal shoes, and I get really, really bad blisters because I'm so used to only wearing slippers. But something I would like to achieve is putting a little bit more effort into myself at home, because some days I don't have to get ready, especially if I'm not filming or I'm on a comp day where I don't have to log into work, or maybe it's a chill, lazy Sunday type of thing. I might not get ready. So I follow Just Classically Cassidy on Instagram, and she is so much fun to watch because she does hair tutorials. She does do a little bit of makeup. She doesn't claim to be like a makeup artist or anything like that. She just does her everyday makeup. Where she really shines, in my opinion, is her outfit styles. Like, she shops for purpose and can put together just about any kind of outfit you could imagine. She went to Nashville and she had the amazing outfits. She went to an award show and she had stunning outfits. She did get to do a red carpet this past year, which she had an amazing outfit for. So I just really want to get more inspiration from her, and something she does is that she gets ready every single day because it makes her more productive. And I feel like if I can channel that kind of energy, I would feel a lot better about myself. And the thing about channeling that kind of energy is, yes, she does like to wear heels and cowboy boots, and she's got definitely a bit more of a boho style, which I do actually really like. But part of my style is being comfortable. So if I can just take some of her energy and put together a really cute but always comfortable outfit for myself, I think that would make me really happy. And I think that would be achieving the goal. I am keeping exercise in my goals this year, but I am twisting it a little bit and not calling it specifically exercise. I'm going to call it movement, because some days I get the dogs on a walk. That is a great achievement. Some days I might be able to take the dogs on a walk and make it to a gym or watch some sort of yoga video on YouTube or something else, but some days the walk is all I've got in me. So I'm just changing it to movement every single day at some point. The past few months, I've realized only being able to take my dogs on their walk isn't enough for me. So if I can try to do more, that would be good for me. And I'd be really happy with that if I really work towards more just movement in general. So if you're new here, my husband and I just got married this past August, but we have actually known each other for 13 years. We dated in middle school, broke up. We dated in high school, broke up. We dated when I was in college and broke up. And then when I finally graduated college, we got back together. Like, he came to my college graduation and we've been together since. So that was 2018. So we're going on 5 years now back together, and then we got married. But something that comes with longevity in your relationships, I feel like sometimes you lose each other. Like, you lose that honeymoon phase and you lose dating phase. So my goal this year, although I don't feel like we're out of the honeymoon phase, we're literally going to Aruba in February for our honeymoon. Like, I don't think we're out of that phase yet, but something that I would really like to add back into our life is dating a little bit more, because we go to dinner and that's it. Like, we'll go out to date night, but date night is dinner and then we come home because we're really just comfortable coming home and snuggling with our puppies. And he likes to do his nighttime relaxation, and then I like to do my nighttime relaxation. And I think it would just be a little bit more beneficial if we just dated again and like got out of such a comfortable routine. So I would just like to date my husband a little bit more this year. And with dating my husband, I would like to take more photos. He is not a photo person, which is fine. I just would like to document our life a little bit more. In the heat of the moment, pictures like go right over my head. I totally forget about them. And then we get home and I'm like, dang, that would have been a really cool photo to have. So I would like to try to take more photos this year and just document our life together, our experiences, and I think that would be really fun to look back at. And then I do have 2 longer term goals, but I do have it in my mind where these aren't specifically this year, but just in general, long term. So like, if I don't get them this year, they will also go onto my 2024 resolution list. The first one is I would like to take my dad to go see Big Ben. I'd like to take him to London. We had originally planned that when I turned 18, we were going to go see Big Ben. That was something I really wanted to do. And unfortunately, the time came, the time passed, and like, no one even thought about it. Like, so I don't blame my parents or myself that when I turned 18, we didn't go. Like, I don't think anybody was thinking about it, just in general. So I'm good with that. But I would still really like to take my dad to go see Big Ben. And he's actually been to London, and I've been to London, but not together. So I know he's seen it. I actually never left the airport, so I haven't actually seen it. But I would just like to take him so we could see it and enjoy London together. And then my last long-term goal is to buy a Ford Raptor truck. I have been obsessed with the Ford Raptor for many, many years. And actually, when I went to purchase my current truck, I looked at a couple of Ford Raptors and they weren't brand new by any means. Like, I don't have a brand spanking new truck. And at the time that I purchased it, it was not brand new. And the Raptors that I was looking at, some of them had been in a few accidents, and some of them just weren't the style that I wanted. And then I found my truck, and it was everything I wanted plus everything I really needed, and it was a bit more affordable, so that's what we went with. Now, I'm one of those people where I named my truck. I take care of it to the best of my ability, and it means a great deal to me. So what I know about myself is that when it comes time to actually reach the goal of purchasing my Ford Raptor, I won't be trading in my current truck, so I know I'm gonna have like a really good down deposit for it. And I'm pretty sure this particular goal is gonna be on my resolutions for like the next 5 years. But I'm gonna start the manifesting process now, because I don't see the point in waiting anymore to even start trying to manifest it. I feel like by the time I actually reach this goal, my current truck is gonna be pretty old. I don't know, if you are a vehicle expert and you have any good tips on what to look for in vehicles, please let me know. Or if you're like a Raptor expert, that would be awesome. Please share me some details that would help me find the perfect one for me. Alright, so here is my finished look. I just did a pretty easy everyday look. My husband and I are actually going to go to lunch, so I didn't want to take too long. I convinced him to take the dogs to the park while I filmed this video. So I just kept it really simple because other than lunch, we're really not doing much today. I hope you enjoyed hearing about my resolutions and how I did in 2022 and what my plans are for 2023. I would love to hear what your 2023 resolutions are. If you have any, feel free to leave me some comments below. And I can't wait to see what you guys have planned as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so very much. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, hit all the notifications. You'll be notified every time I post a video. I am here twice a week, at least I always try to be, and I can't wait to see you next time. So in the meantime, be natural, be beautiful, be you.